Now that you have practiced how to use the recording sheet, you'll learn about additional considerations to take into account when setting up and facilitating the ECAM. Though we focused on the counting section of the ECAM, there are two other sections of the assessment, a section on numeration and another on addition and subtraction. You can use the general process introduced in this module for both sections. Here are additional considerations that will support the use of ECAM in your classroom. It can be helpful to set up assessment kits. Use the materials list found on page 24 of the ECAM and prepare the kits to be used throughout the school year. Work with your grade team or the school administration to create assessment packets for each student that is designed to travel with them from one school year to the next. Whole class assessment. Teachers can use this as a benchmark assessment for the whole class by administering it 2 to 3 times per year. Selecting students for the assessment. Teachers can select a small group of students that the teacher wants to know more about and administer the assessment with them when necessary. When taking this approach, it will be important to be intentional with the selection of students. At times, assessments like the ECAM are only given to students who are struggling. While it is important to gather that information, it is also important to gather information on students who are at a different point in their development. Assessing a variety of students will provide a much more clear picture of where the class is on their journey and provides better insight on how to move students forward. Teachers can assess a small group of students anytime they are unclear of where students' understanding lies before, during, and after teaching. Here are additional considerations to think about to prepare for the interview section of the ECAM. During the assessment, the teacher should not indicate if the student's response was right or wrong. Keep a neutral demeanor while interviewing the student. There are prompts included in the ECAM that the teacher can use to help students begin to share their thinking. As with other interview-based assessments, facilitate the assessment with consistency to collect reliable results. Lastly, take a look at the sample recording sheet included in the handouts. How is it the same or different from yours? Are there notes on one or the other that you found helpful? Is there anything you would do differently next time you use ECAM? This brings us to the end of Session 2 in this 3-part series. For your Bridge to Practice, you will continue to build this assessment practice in the classroom. Read the interviewing section of the ECAM manual. Facilitate the ECAM counting assessment with 5 to 10 students. Thank you for completing this part of the module. Because the sessions build on each other, we recommend coming back to complete Session 2 in 1 to 3 weeks. This will provide you time to engage with the Bridge to Practice and have that experience fresh in your mind for the next session.